Welcome, I'm Tom Bengtson, publisher of BankBeat Magazine, and I'm with Sam Wilmes, editor of banknews.com. Big week in banking. I know that you were at a conference middle of the week put on by the folks at the Upper Midwest Automated Clearinghouse Association. Tell us about that meeting.
Yeah, so the meeting was Tuesday and Wednesday. I attended all day on Wednesday, and it centered on instant payments, and it touched on a number of things, actually, cybersecurity, and cryptocurrencies and stablecoins, but instant payments was the topic, the number one topic of discussion throughout the day.
Tell us, I know that Lee Wetherington spoke. He's with Jack Henry, speaks at a lot of events, but you told me earlier that you found his session pretty interesting.
I did, yeah. He noted that challenger banks to him are the biggest threat to community banks right now because of the deposit outflows from all banks to those challenger banks such as Plaid and Chime, $3 trillion since 2021. He called on the bankers and the credit union professionals in the audience to stop attacking each other and saying that they're each other's biggest threats and instead focus on getting those deposit outflows reversed and taken back to them from the challenger banks.
Okay, when you say challenger banks, you're kind of talking about the fintech world. I mean, isn't that really, as opposed to the traditionally chartered community banks and so forth? So I know also you did a story this week about FedNow, and apparently they're changing some of their limits to make it possible to move larger sums of money around.
Correct, and this is the second change, the second higher limit this year. In February, the limit increased to $1 million from $500,000, and they said that the increase, FedNow use has increased substantially this year, and they're hoping to make it easier for more financial institutions to use, so they are looking to increase that to $10 million from $1 million. That change would take effect in November.
And I know that kind of the stereotype around some of these instant payments and moving money around instantly is security. And is there fraud and so forth? What do you know about that? Is fraud a legitimate concern in this arena?
Well, I think it'll always be a legitimate concern, as criminals will always try to evade the systems, the security systems in place. But according to what I've read and what I observed during the conference, fraud rates are actually lower on those instant payment platforms than they are away from those.
And certainly than we might expect. Also, too, kind of a big week with respect to the regulatory agencies and some of the steps they're taking to reduce the regulatory burden. This is a huge issue for community bankers. What do you know?
Well, the FDIC acting chair, Travis Hill, he came out and said that they're looking to revamp the examination processes to be less burdensome on community banks. And I know that both the FDIC and OCC are looking at regulatory tailoring after they found that the Biden administration under Joe Biden, that it had gotten too burdensome for community bankers. So they're looking to pull back on that.
Okay, well, certainly most of the people viewing this are going to view that as good news. So anyway, we've got to wrap it up, but we're really glad that you were able to be with us this week. I encourage you to subscribe. If you're not a subscriber to banknews.com, go to the subscribe page. You'll have full access to all of our archives and all of our extensive library of stories, as well as receiving 12 issues a year of our print magazine. So please take a look at that. Thanks a lot.